Rainy day. You know what that means, don't you?
Because I love a rainy night. Yeah, I love a rainy night.
All right, let's put a trifecta on. You want to pick a horse for Dad?
Dad, can I ask you something?
Of course, Bub, you can ask me anything. Next race starts in 4 minutes, though.
Well, I was wondering if we could have the talk.
Never thought I'd say this, but I'd rather be at work right now. Dale, shouldn't you talk to your mother about this?
She said to ask you.
Of course she did. Calls me a know-it-all, you see. Spiteful woman. All right, 3 minutes to the next race. Let's get you up to speed with the birds and the bees. All right, first thing, don't let just anyone onto your job site. Not everyone knows how to build a house. A lot of fellas think they do, but they don't know what they're doing. You see, there's a technique and a craft to it that can only come from experience and age. Ask your mother. Love is going to be the toughest contract you ever take on. And sure, you'll do a few cashies here and there, but when you finally decide to settle down, well, you got to make sure everything's above board. You got to make sure you got the right person for the job. And that person, you'll know it when you meet them. When you're looking at their work and you're like, that's a good join. Everything's cut and fitted perfectly. But before that happens, you're gonna get done over a few times. Happens to all of us. Sure, at first you'll think their work is pretty neat and they might be the person for the job, so you give them a start on site. But after a while, you start to realise that it's pretty rough work. They've just been slapping it together with a couple of tubes of timber filler. So you let them go. And sure, it puts you behind, and you might have trouble trusting another joiner ever again, but you just gotta move on. See, the thing about love and sex is, it depends on a solid foundation. Don't ever settle for less or let anyone tell you that they're doing good work when they clearly aren't. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, that's a prime example. Some bloke cut corners and did a shoddy job on his foundation, and now the building's fucked. Unlivable, but everyone's acting like it's a good piece of work when it's rubbish. Don't ever settle for shit work. There's millions of good people out there who'd be lucky to get a start on your job site.
Thanks, Dad. I guess what I meant was the talk about my homework. My teacher wanted to talk to you about the Genghis Khan assessment that we did.
Well, forget I said anything.
But I'm curious, was Mama Kashi or was she a solid foundation?
Well, let's just say it turned out to be a bigger job than expected.
Let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees, the moon up above, and a thing called love.